In this lesson, we will learn how to complete the square. Completing the square is one of the ways that you solve a quadratic equation. So given a quadratic equation, x squared minus 6x minus 16 equals 0, we will complete the square to solve for x, and that will give us the roots of this equation. Completing the square only works if your leading coefficient is a 1. In this case, the leading coefficient of x squared is 1, so we can complete the square. The first step to completing the square is to move any numbers without variables to the right side of the equation. Always put your placeholders on both sides of the equation, the placeholders being those lines, because we're going to add something to both sides of the equation to make sure we haven't violated any rules of math. Now that we have our new equation, we're going to take b, and b is, in this example, -6, and we're going to take half of that number, which would be -3, and we're going to square it. So -3 squared would be 9. Whatever that number is, we add to both sides of the equation. So now let's evaluate and simplify. 16 plus 9 being 25. And on the left side, x squared minus 6x plus 9, that's the difference of squares. And we always use the number that we got from b and squared. So our new equation on the left side is going to be x minus 3 squared. Once we FOIL that, we're going to get x squared minus 6x plus 9. Now we have to solve for x. So we're going to take the square root of both sides. X minus 3, quantity squared, square root of 25. Further simplifying, x minus 3 equals plus or minus 5. And when you write it with a plus or minus, that's going to give you two equations. You have x minus 3 equals positive 5, and x minus 3 equals negative 5. Now we will simplify both of these for x, and that will give us our roots. Add 3 to both sides. X equals 8. Add 3 to both sides here. We're trying to eliminate that -3. X equals -2. So our final answer is -2, 8. And those are the roots of this quadratic equation.